Today I am going to present my research topic on use of coarse and grounded tire with cement to stabilize the soil. Let me begin my presentation. The presentation include introduction, introduction to the waste tire, and ways to recycle the waste tire, and one of the ways which is stabilization of soil, and what are the previous researches that has been conducted on stabilization of soil, and the research question that I have developed from studying different literatures, and the uh, uh, design of my presentation, merits and demerits of the project, and finally the references of the project. So, there are millions of waste tire that are produced yearly and they are stockpiled and they are being useless. So, these tire cause a severe health and fire hazard that needs to be addressed as soon as possible. So, to use these scrap tires, there is a recycle process for the use of scrap tires, and the increasing number of tire and environmental threat they possess need to be addressed very soon as possible. Uh, there are many ways that the tire can be recycled, and it has various use in civil engineering field that we can utilize them. So one of the ways that we can utilize the waste tire uh, in civil engineering is as a stabilizing material, and the stabilizing material that can be used is in soil. So what is the meaning of soil stabilization? So soil stabilization is nothing but it's a process of improving civil engineering properties of soil and making it more stable. So the stabilization of soil includes the compacting of the soil. It's one of the main process of stabilizing soil, and the soil is too uh, too soft or uh, too easy when compacting, and there must be some material that should be mixed in the soil to make it more stable. So the material that we are going to use to make it more stable is the scrap rubber, of course. So the process that is developed to utilize the scrap tire as a soil stabilizing material is called using scrap tire, and the scrap tire is made from shredding the tire in the machine. The shredders are made into very small pieces and they are used for the stabilization soil by mixing it and compacting it. So the tire shreds that we obtain from the shredding machines are found in market in various size and shapes. The various size and shapes can be classified into three types. The three type of shreds are coarse, fine, and ground. The coarse, like we have defined the particle size in coarse, fine, and ground. The coarse pieces are 3 to 5 centimeters size, fine pieces are 1 to 3 centimeter size, and ground tire is nothing but a powder form of the processed tire. So from the previous experiments and researches, there has been found that the use of tire for the stabilization increase the compressive strength of the soft soil, increase the compressive strength of the soft soil. But meanwhile, the research didn't prove the durability and stabilization of soil, and the tire set being loose and granular tends to permit more water through it, which limits the use of more tire. The research done by M.A. Ragzar and M. Severin, which was titled Geotechnical Properties of Peat with Waste Tire Chips, shows that the untreated soil had a very low unconfined compressive stress, while the soil treated with 5% chips showed the little bit increment, and at the 10% chips the unconfined compressive strength show significant increase. So it can be concluded that use of tire for the stabilization of soil gives very good compressive strength in the soil. The research conducted by M. A. Resgar and M. Severin shows that the soil was stabilized with different ratios and conducted different type of test, which shows that zero, which shows that the 10% tire used showed the better compressive strength. So from all the researches I've done, I've read all the literatures, I've finally made one research question, that to make the soil more stable and durable by using the tire, there is need to be placed a well-graded size distribution of ground and coarse tire which permit more use of tire, and the stabilization is enhanced by binding properties of cement. So the design theme of stabilization of soil with the tire and cement, the ground tire, coarse tire and cement are well proportioned in different ratios, and various kind of lab experiments and tests like CVR and compression test are carried out on the mixer, and the end result is compared. So the research design I have developed is, I'm going to perform various tests on mix of cement, ground tire, coarse tire and soil in the various proportions, and going to test for the stability and its strengths. The experiments like grain size evaluation, specific gravity and other experiments like CBR test and permeability test are carried out, and finally the better result is recommended for the practical use. So after carrying out the experiments, the merits and demerits of the experiments are, the merits are, it makes the mixture well graded which control the permeability of water. The cement provide better binding properties and increase the compressive strength and give more stability to soil. But on the demerit side, the process is little bit expensive and it affects the permeability, which certainly affect the drainage of the system. So these are all the references that I've taken during the project. Thank you so much.